Hello, this is WARRIC and we're doing a bit of a bench test today on PC. We're on Redfall, the newly launched Microsoft exclusive made by Arcane Studios. I'm actually running this in 4K, as you can see on the top left hand side of the screen. I'm running an RTX 3070 GPU, a Ryzen 9 5900X CPU, and we're using 32 gigabytes of RAM, clocked at 4133 megahertz, and we're going to take a look what it runs like in DLSS and AMD FSR. So let's take a look at it right now. I'm going to click into Redfall. Right, let's have a look at the settings we're going to start off at. Well, I've got window full screen. Now this is Epic settings. We're going to start with. Let's start off with no upscaling at all to start off with. But we're going to start off in Epic settings there, but what kind of frame rate we get. But I will do this. I'll do one thing I've not done. I'm going to turn VSync off, because then we will get a higher frame rate, or supposedly should do. And right, now look at the frame rate. Because I've got no upscaling, it's dropped down to in the late 30s. So let's get into game first, and we'll see if we can improve that as we play the game. Remember, we're in 4K, we're actually in the station. Of course, the frame rate has gone up to over 50 now. Just keep an eye on that memory. It's gone up to 14 gig already. We're only inside.
Same shit, different day.
That's right. This is like your base in Redfall. I will be doing some live streams, so keep an eye out for that. Remember, the fire station is actually covered with UV light, ultraviolet light, to keep the vampires out. So we're going to go out into the main place now. Remember, we're only in, we've got no upscaling on this. Is standard settings. And we're in 4K, we're getting roughly about 50 FPS at 4K. Still more than the consoles are at the moment. They're locked at 30. It's meant to be a performance patch soon. Take the bird.
Go on, bird.
If you don't know what the bird does, the bird actually highlights vampires. So like if they're round the corner, they will highlight in red. So this is what it's like. It's not too bad. There's been a lot of bad reviews about the game, but I'm actually quite enjoying it myself. There's a vampire there. One of the good weapons I've got here is ultraviolet. And the thing is, this game has to have an online connection all the time. Right, so that's actual standard. Let's try and get into some combat first. You'll probably see the vampires sitting on top of the houses and stuff like that. So you can travel quite far without seeing any vampires. It wants a lot more NPCs in the game as well. Right, we're going to go out of that, and we're going to try a different setting. Right, we're going to go on to upscaling. We're going to NVIDIA DLSS, Deep Learning Super Sampling. On Epic settings, we'll try that. Okay. Already, with the frame rate has gone up to, went up to 70s, but it does fluctuate a lot. It's a lot better frame rate at 4K already.
Go on, bird.
I do understand though, I mean, like I'm running about here. Now the red mist, this is where it's like the vampire's territory. You're going to have to try and get rid of it. If you go into it, it's just going to start killing you. Let's see if I can. Now that hurt the vampire there. There is ultraviolet lights you can actually put down to actually get rid of the red mist. See what I mean? I'm running about the town and there's nothing attacking me. It's too sparse. There's not enough action. But the frame rate is good. Come on, we want some of the... It shouldn't be like this, people. You shouldn't have to look for enemies to fight. Right, I've got two here.
There will be more of us. Get away! I won't be so easy.
Bloodsuckers are gone. For now.
Bloodsuckers are gone for now. Let's go into my loadout. Ah, no wonder. I was looking for my shotgun. It isn't actually enabled. Let's have a look. Let's get that in. There we go. Now, remember the shotgun's got the stake on it. Okay, let's change the settings again. And we're going to be going from NVIDIA DLSS quality to AMD Fidelity FX Super Resolution 2.1. This is what the consoles are using for this Xbox, and well, it would have been the PlayStation 5 if it wasn't been cancelled on that, because it's now first party for Microsoft. And that has surprised me, because I think the AMD Fidelity actually looks better, but the frame rate is lower.
I'll tell you.
Mistaken with your gun. But at the moment, people, the actual PC version is the way to play the game. I mean, at the moment, if you look at my memory, that's well up to nearly 16, 17 gigabytes now. That's using a lot of RAM. A lot of RAM. I mean, I've just recently upgraded to 32 gig after being on 16, but...
All clear.
all clear. Right, we'll take another look. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to see what kind of frame rate I can get. So I'm going to move in from quality to ultra performance and see what kind of frame rate we get on AMD. I will do the same with the LSS. Here we go, let's get it in. Did that set in there? Let's have a look. Ultra performance. Just make sure of something. I think now V-Sync's off. Ultra performance is on. And we'll see what happens. Now this is ultra performance, which is not really impressing me too much, people. We're getting less. We're getting less on ultra performance than we did at quality settings.
Marker up ahead.
It's only hitting 60 FPS. This is AMD FSR 2.1, remember? Right, let's change this over. So, it was on NVIDIA, did it ESS quality. Right, ultra performance on that. Hang on, I'm not actually setting the settings, that's what the problem is. It's not giving me
Sun's coming.
It's not giving me the option.
What's left
Let's
of
have a
it?
look. Ultra performance. Well, these are like the rebels. These are like the Holo Man cult. These are like the cultists.
Damn!
But graphically, people, this game is more like a game that was made in, say, 2016 and 2023. So, also, you can't really pause the game because it's always online. So, let's go back to quality and see what happens. Whoa, what's going on here? This game nearly needs sorting out. It's actually... It's like it's not actually set into the settings I want it to. So there you go. It went to quality. Now it's back at 60 FPS. I'm still thinking I can get it higher than that because I think the game is not actually locking into where I want it to do. And this is deep learning AI. This is the new form of deep learning super sampling. It's not giving me the box to say, do you want to set it to these settings? And I don't think it's actually adjusting to it. I think there's a few bugs in the game, people, but like I said, it's running okay on PC. It's running okay on PC. But it does really need a patch of some sort. I'm going to try if I can get my loadout differently now. There's your sniper rifle.
Hey, hey! Over here! Friend, you asshole!
Last one.
I hope you like this little look at Redfall. Of course, as you move around the map, you actually are getting different frame rates, of course. I do like the old stake on the end of the gun. So that's ultra performance, people, on deep learning super sampling. Let's put it on balanced. See if it gives me the option to actually set it. See, as you noticed earlier, there was a little box, and it's not giving me that box to come up.
But they don't let cowards in, you know. Well, that was disappointing. Hey, right here!
I let you join the blood trance. That was my
More
friend,
incoming.
you ass-
There was more of us. Mama, Daddy, brothers and sisters. All of them. Dead. Just me. Just me and Auntie.
Just missed out!
So these are the ones that are chucking this red dust. But as I was saying, people, you can play this on the Xbox Series X or the Series S or PC. At the moment, the PC is the best way to play it because it gets a far superior frame rate. There will be a 60 FPS patch for the consoles, Series X and Series S, at a later date, but this game does need a lot of work doing to it. I think personally there should be a lot more action, a lot more NPCs in the game, because you can run around for a long time in a big open world and there's nothing attacking you, you know, which can get boring. So I'm not being negative on the game, but I'm just saying is it needs improving, and it needs improving a lot more. I'm enjoying playing it. I mean, I've live streamed the game. I'm enjoying playing the game, but it's just not a lot of action for like an open world game sort of thing. So my advice to Microsoft is to get the frame rate up for the next gen consoles, to get more NPCs in, to get more missions involved, and to actually make it a bit more exciting than what it is. I mean, different ways to kill vampires and stuff like that would be good. Now, his ultraviolet light. This is what I mean. He's got an ultraviolet light here. If I turn that on, it's killed the red mist. So, people, that's where I'm going to leave my little look at Redfall on the PC. Bit of bench testing, and I look at the game itself and my little thoughts on it. I do like the game. It's it could be a lot better than what it is. I mean, it being meant to be a new AAA title from Microsoft, but I'm enjoying it, and I will be live streaming it. If you want to see me live stream it, you know what to do. Come to my channels, but. And of course, if you want to join me for some co-op or multiplayer, let me know. Please join my Discord. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and give it a like or a dislike. It's up to you. But these are just my thoughts, my opinions on the game, what I think how the game is and what it should run like. And let's just go over here and.
This one, you can.
So, until the next little video, it's bye-bye from WARRIC and the WARRIC Gaming Channel. Enjoy.